Welcome to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, a podcast featuring real reviews written by people who just need the world to know what they think. Between you and me, I wanted to like this podcast, but I'd give it 0 stars if I could.
Hello, welcome to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet. We are so excited to have you here for an episode where we read reviews of Smut.
Woohoo!
I feel like we did this before, right?
We've
done multiple Smut-related things.
And then we conveniently forget so that we can reassign ourselves the topics.
It's great, though.
Yeah.
It's great.
If you're unfamiliar, we're siblings.
That might be important, but no one was really caring until you said that.
In the context, it felt necessary as a caveat to whatever will follow. But Alexander, I feel like people sometimes seem to, which like I understand, but they seem to think or assume maybe because I've put that energy out there that I'm a big smut reader. I know that that's a little bit like of a wild thing to say.
I don't know people. I mean,
people are always saying that about me. And
okay.
That's not true. But a couple of people have said that. Even my own friends. They're like, well, I know how you, and I'm always kind of like, is it because of the podcast that but it's not like they listen to my podcast. I don't have that good friends. And so Alexander has more of like a storied past, I would say, with any sort of like inappropriate content and that kind of thing.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to lead you into your story about the
Well, that's not how I was going to do it. I mean, I don't know how I was going to do it, but it wasn't certainly about me having a storied past with smut, which is fine.
I thought that was kind of like why you were telling the story.
Hey, have I read some? Absolutely.
Alexander,
Did I enjoy it? Absolutely.
I want you to know something. I guess what I'm trying to say, and again, I've already expressed today that I'm on a different wavelength than Sandy. I think I've fallen a few frequencies or something, but Alexander, I feel like maybe you and I are experiencing what some call a Mandela effect, and here's why. When I go back into the regular Beach Too Sandy inbox, I typed in smut. They all said, for Zandy only, because of how much he loves smut. That's what they all say. And I feel like, you know, if in the real world people are like, oh, you read smut, right? I'm like, no, that's my brother's thing. Because apparently that's how we've presented ourselves.
I think it's like when people send those ranty, like religious sounding things.
Or where they say the same thing over and over.
My delivery, and it's my delivery and the discomfort you feel when I read them.
Right, it's almost
how it started.
I think that's why I wanted to bring the sibling thing up, because it's sort of like that's part of your storied past is to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm so sorry. Speaking of making people uncomfortable,
that's a good, there it is.
We found it.
We found it. No, I
have. All right, now Sarah, our editor, can you cut all of that to make it sound extremely smooth and really like clean and erudite? Thank you.
Good luck. We can't afford that.
No, that's going to take a lot of filters or something.
No, something special. But no, I did the most embarrassing thing maybe ever.
Well, besides spitting on that lady at the airport, that one was
you didn't
bad.
have to bring that up.
That one was bad.
And it was not smut related when I spit on her. It wasn't like that.
It could have been, and that would have been better.
That would have actually been better. But no, this is a very recent thing. So as we mentioned last week, I'm in a play. By the time this comes out, both weekends are done. And I'm very relieved. It was great first weekend.
Critics are raving.
Yeah.
I'm one of the critics.
My mom.
She's raving.
It's been fun and it's gone really well, I think. Anyway, one of my characters is Lovesick Cowboy.
Come on.
And I found out 3 days before the show that the costumer didn't even know my roles. That's just a small part of how things went wrong with this play that was out of my control.
There were many times where I said, Alexander, is this normal for theater? And he said, I have no idea.
Because it was my first play.
Exactly.
And guess what? Everyone said, the different actors were like, absolutely not.
Okay.
This is so different.
Good to know.
Anyway, one of the things was the costumer was like, you only play the one character, right? No, I played 3 characters. Mm-hmm. And she had just watched the entire play. And I'm like, I'm not, because I didn't have costumes. I was wearing the same thing the whole rehearsal.
There aren't that many people in the play that you would like lose track of who's who.
As if she didn't have a list of who plays what for weeks. Anyway, so it was really stressful because it was the night before we had our full dress rehearsal in costume and I had 0 costumes. She said, she's like, you're only playing the one character. She didn't have anything for me for that character even. That was its stressful
She's
thing.
like, well, it's too bad you're playing that one character because you don't get any costumes. You're like, I'm playing for 3. Well, that's bad news even more.
So don't worry. So Lovesick Cowboy, I'm like, I can't wait for that role. I'm excited to see what she had for
More
me.
importantly,
nothing.
My mother and I couldn't wait for that.
Yeah. And like, that was what I was talking to all these people about because it was so silly, that role.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come up with an entire costume the next day by myself, going through my closet. I went to Mom's house to like go through my old closet and my old clothes that she thankfully kept. Found some stuff. Our stepdad's dad had a bolo tie and a belt buckle.
Oh, I didn't know where you found it.
Before I found all that stuff, I was going through different things in my closet, and I found that maid outfit that I've worn before.
For you all.
For you all. You've hopefully seen it by now. And I took a picture of it, and we have a group chat of like 5 people.
It was like not a picture of it. You took a picture
of me in it. With,
a mirror
selfie. And I said like, what do you think about this for Lovesick Cowboy? To my friends. And then I double checked. I had sent it.
Whoop.
Yeah, I sent the photo to the entire group chat of 17 people.
The whole cast got
the whole cast and crew, like the producer and stuff. Oh my God, I was absolutely mortified. I meant to send it to 4 people.
This isn't a college production. This is like, all
it's community theater.
Right, I know, but I'm saying like this is like not like, oh, it's a group of friends like all. It's like you sent it to like
everyone.
Yeah, I love
everyone.
It. Yeah,
everyone.
Wow.
And I was absolutely mortified. Everyone was, of course, very fun and chill with it. Like, it wasn't a problem. And I don't mind people seeing that photo. Shit, I showed a photo of me in it to, like, all of our listeners. But
no, you wore it for us.
Oh, I wore it. Duh, I forgot about that.
Actively for a long time.
I did wear for one episode. It makes it sound like I wore it, like, for a full, like,
I had to sit through the entire thing.
But anyway, so I sent that, and that was mortifying. But it did feel weirdly relevant to the Smut episode.
Totally. Like, I feel like a maid outfit and just like a sexy maid outfit just in general is like one of the top tropes of Smut. I mean, at least traditionally, maybe not anymore. The genres have apparently
I was going to say, not from what I found. That would be fucking lame in comparison to the Smut that exists.
That has to be elevated in some way we haven't yet seen. Yeah. Maybe robot made, like Jetson style.
True.
I don't want to give anyone any ideas. You guys are creative enough.
That feather duster, wherever that's it's somewhere. Anyway, that was embarrassing. And so I thought I'll use it as content and tell people about it.
You gotta.
Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. And the play was overall sometimes fun. Made some friends that I'll have for a long time, hopefully forever. So
it's weird they blocked you after that photo went out.
Now they all want me to wear it to the cast party.
Oh,
at the end.
see.
I don't think I'll do that.
Yet.
Maybe. Go ahead just for some reviews of Smut.
I would love to. Okay. And I want to let you guys know that my challenge today is also very fun. It's reviews where someone is stuck in an elevator. And weirdly, that was accidentally switched around by me. And Alexander had really put intention behind where the challenges went. And I totally misunderstood that. Yeah. So weirdly, though, this does, as I say it out loud, kind of fit also.
It could, yeah.
It could in its own way, right? I guess anything could if we're going down that rabbit hole.
The way these Smut things, it's like how people come up with this shit. It's like, even that seems tame, stuck in an elevator.
Totally.
So tame.
Until you hear my reviews.
Okay.
And then I'm like, this is actually way too extreme for any Smut.
Okay.
I'll go first. This is a review sent in by Matt and Elise. And here's just my first example. Matt wrote, Elise said Christine would be obsessed with the book Heated Rivalry. Mm-hmm. I've not read that book. I mean, maybe. I've not even seen the show.
I haven't seen it either, even though everyone's telling me to. And it's not because of the hype, but like...
This is not necessarily my thing. I mean, I don't think. Maybe I
feel like I might like it. And also, like, it's very sexual. But I feel like when I think Smut, I think like there's B-movie Smut. Like, I don't think of Heated Rival. I think that to me is like romance, but with a lot of very sexual type, romance.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Smut,
more like
Conquered by Clippy is Smut to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Heated Rivalry is like, I haven't read it, but I assume it's like well written and good. Not that Conquered by Clippy isn't. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, listen. You're digging yourself into a hole here.
Yeah, I guess I haven't read it or watched it, but I've seen clips.
To clarify, neither of us have seen nor watched this. But this is a review by Anushka. I mean, for all we know, we'd be the biggest fans. We'll find out maybe someday. 3 stars, and the title of this review is Book About Hockey. Wow, they banned my previous review. What the heck, Amazon? And by the way, the format is Kindle, so I don't know how you get your review banned from the Kindle site or store, but
now I want that original one.
I know. Wow, they banned my previous review. What the heck? I was just going to say that the book was not bad, except there is a lot of hockey propaganda in it. And that put me off a bit. Couldn't they be figure skaters? I love figure skating. It's so much better than hockey. End of review.
What? Propaganda? I thought that, I mean, I assume it's like part of the like subversion of like the professional sport, or like part of like that's a big factor.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Not that I've seen it as like these.
Alexander has a lot of thoughts on this
Thing
franchise.
I've never read or seen. I've seen clips.
It's sort of like be the change you wish to see in the world. If you want figure skating smut, A, I'm sure it's out there.
Oh, it does.
I'm sure it exists. B, go write your own. It sounds like you've got ideas already percolating.
Don't they have like hockey player, figure skater, like romance books?
Oh, yes. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
But maybe if you're looking for more queer stuff, you could write your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little weird that you would think, yeah.
And I think it's hopefully, like I've heard both takes, but hopefully this is something that encourages people, at least hopefully in the future, like professional athletes to come out. There are professional athletes who have come out as gay, but like, I think it was Charles Barkley who recently said, like, if you think there aren't gay people in these professional sports, like you're crazy.
It's just weird
like,
to even have that thought that would even, yeah.
These people are there and they don't feel comfortable enough. Or, I mean, it's their own preference, but I'm sure plenty don't feel comfortable enough to come out in a...
And then they saw Heated Rivalry and went,
never mind.
Oh my God, you're right. I could be just like that.
I mean, maybe. I haven't seen it, so who knows?
Alexander hasn't seen it.
Yeah, so I shouldn't talk shit. What I want to read, but haven't yet, is this book. Zoe sent this in, and this is of Mating with Mallows, Mallows. This book, let me just read what it says.
Don't do that.
Cecilia Reynolds has hated sweets ever since she was a child.
No.
Particularly those of the pastel Easter candy variety. This earns her teasing from friends and colleagues due to the passionate nature of her vehemence. But can one chance encounter with sentient marshmallow rabbit hunks change her mind about this aversion forever?
You can't. I hate that my immediate thought
Peeps.
so the marshmallows are the boy characters. Really surrender that thought, please. Add to I don't need it. I don't need it.
So it's like basically Peeps coming to life and becoming humanoid, I think. I have a more detailed review, but I'm going to read a short one first. A couple short ones. Yeah, like Peeps.
Those are birds, I think. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. So,
well, the picture is like Peeps.
Yeah, so they made right. Okay, so they're the bunny style
bunnies.
Peeps.
Yeah.
Which is important because otherwise they'd be chickens. I don't know if that matters, but I'm sure to someone it does.
Mating with mallows.
Maybe they're really stale.
Okay. I think I'll have more details soon.
Great.
But this is by Nora Noodle, was the author, who has also written French Horny, an erotic sentient instrument romance. So a French horny.
All right, we got to get Leonard whatever on the horn. Not Lovesick Cowboy's name. Delaney. Because Conquered by Clippy meets, maybe they know each other. This feels like a very niche subgenre they're both kind of exploring.
Yeah, it seems like it. But they definitely aren't the only ones.
No, certainly not.
They are certainly not. Anyway, here's a review of Mating with Mallows. 1 star by Caitlin. What in the yeast infection was this? End of review.
Okay, gives me a little clarity. Yeah, thank you. So
Yep. That's something to just like tickle your brains to try to,
thank God your brains.
Picture a little something.
Thank God your brains. Okay. Here's a review. And like, I'm clearly starting off in a completely different territory as you, because my next one is of that book, The Love Hypothesis, which is, I guess, just like a romance. I, once again, have not read it, but I've seen it at a lot of like airport bookshelf. It's like a very popular book. The Love Hypothesis is like a romance. And this is also from Matt and Elise. It's a read by Amber, 2 stars. And the title is 2 Diabetes Jokes. I'm sorry.
What?
I mean,
you're sure this isn't Mating with Mallows?
Well, I was about to say the weird thing is like, it's weird.
Okay. I'm
weird.
Curious what happens here.
It feels strangely similar. I fell for the hype, and I can't believe in 2022 people are raving about a book that starts off with sexual assault like it is cute, and then has 2 diabetes jokes. Now get this next line.
I love how they were like, I'm going to keep reading despite the second. Diabetes jokes?
1. Put
Not a second one.
Henry, add a tally.
I don't know if you heard this, but our friend Logan was at the play.
Yeah, I heard. I was 3 seats away.
So he said at intermission, they had like hot dogs. And they're like 4 for $2 or something. And you were there for this. Yes, true. But he said he ate the first one and it tasted weird and like something was off. And then he was like, well, we'll see. And then ate the rest to see if he was. And he got sick from it.
Blaze just got Blaze was like, I feel like that might have been a bad idea, but we didn't witness that. What we witnessed was Logan walk up and order a hot dog, by the way, at a place that didn't have a kitchen or anything.
Oh, there was a kitchen downstairs that we were by in our quote unquote green room.
But that's not where these hot dogs were cooked, because it turns out.
Sure?
Yes, because he thought they were hot dogs. They were
cocktail weenies.
Cocktail weenies breaded like fried.
Okay, yeah.
Which felt like, I don't know. But so he says, can I have a hot dog? And they go, you can only have 4.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, could I get 2? And they said, no. And so he's like, I guess I'll get 4 hot dogs.
And when he was talking to us about that, he was like, I'm a math teacher. So I was like, you can simplify a fraction. You can go from 4 to 2 and just instead of $2, pay $1.
He has a piece of pad of paper. He's like, here, I'll show you.
Here's the math.
And they go, no. Yeah. And he's like, okay. So he got 4, and then they ended up being these little guys. But anyway,
he knew they
we
were
all
that
witnessed
small.
it happen and went, what kind of weird concession is this? You can only have 4 hot dogs.
4, and it was $2. So imagine eating like 4 freaking 50-cent hot dogs.
Well, and then to hear that like the first one didn't taste good, they were just in a crock pot. I'm like, I don't know.
He said it was off, and then he was like, and then I had to test if they were my hypothesis. And you just like
your love hypothesis. That was the name of the book I did.
Oh, was it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have another one.
It's not your turn.
I didn't think so.
I forgot to finish my diabetes joke review.
Okay.
It starts off with sexual assault.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know again.
And then has 2 diabetes jokes. But get this. This is the next line. And it really kills me because I don't think they're doing this on purpose, but it really got me good. Diabetes jokes are tasteless. I thought it was funny.
That was pretty good.
This author's writing is very strange. I had to reread some sentences many times because it didn't really make sense. I only finished the book because I paid for it. Fallacy, you know?
What? Fallacy? I don't think I can say that word.
It's part of my new Smut series. Something about math. The author's writing is very strange. I only finished the book because I paid for it. I would give 0 stars, but I did enjoy the last few chapters. End of review.
Yeah. On the one hand, it's funny to me that they like focused in on the diabetes jokes, but then I'm like, on the other hand, why does this book have 2 diabetes jokes?
It's like strange. It's all like,
what is a diabetes joke too?
I don't know. I mean,
I wouldn't even know where to begin with that.
I didn't know that would be even involved in a smut story, but I guess it's more like romance, which also doesn't really seem the vibe. But.
No, weird. Well, here's my second one of this peep marshmallow thing. 5 stars though.
Okay.
Here we go. I don't think I could be further away from God right now. End of review. Oh my God, it's
Here's
so good.
The thing.
Yeah.
Picture a circle. When you reach one extreme, you're so close to the other. You just go, boop, you're with God. Don't worry.
You're so far away from God.
That you're close. It's the paradox.
Prodigal son kind of thing.
It's the paradox of smut.
I do not like going to the dentist. One time I was there and they held me in my chair, almost not upside down, but enough where I was sliding a little bit on my chair. And then they disappeared for, I don't know, 5 minutes.
You thought
at least.
You thought a third planet hit.
Yeah, they were all meeting. Everyone was meeting away from me.
Yeah.
And I thought I was in trouble.
Yeah.
And I did not like the experience.
It's not usually what happens at a normal dental appointment, but it can. And that's what's so scary.
It clearly can. It might not be a universal experience.
It could happen to you.
It scares me.
No, there's like a normal fear there. And I think also when it comes to teeth grinding, which is something we both experience, and it's really frustrating because you're doing it when you're asleep, right? So you're like, you can't really work on it during the day. You don't necessarily realize the root cause of it, whatever. But Remy, our sponsor today, is so great because I did mine from bed. There was nobody leaving the room and leaving me upside down in my chair for like a catastrophe or a gossip or whatever it was. But I got to do it from my bed, send it in, and now I have top and bottom to try both. And I really like the bottom one. And it's helped my teeth grinding a lot. And I didn't have to go through any of that trauma that you did.
Protect your teeth with Remy by using code BEACH to get 50% off your new night guard with Remy Club Subscribe and Save.
That's 50% off at shopremi.com/beach with code BEACH. Thank you, Remy, for sponsoring this episode. It can be so overwhelming if you have like an idea or a passion project you want to follow through on. I mean, hello, we are like walking examples of that. It can be really terrifying. Like, what if nobody listens to this? What if people like roll their eyes or think I'm weird? There are so many reasons. But also, if you have a partner like Shopify, it makes it so much easier to set up the foundation of what you're doing so that you don't have to worry about the little logistics on top of kind of the bigger stuff.
Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US from household names like Heinz. Mm-hmm. Ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Death Wish Coffee is another.
Yeah, and Skims, Allbirds.
But it's also great for brands who are just getting started.
That's right. You can get started with your own design studio. They have hundreds of ready-to-use templates. I have used them before to play around, maybe working on some stuff behind the scenes. It is a really easy tool to use. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing your inventory to international shipping. They have tools for like drop shipping if that's more your style. It's pretty cool. And if you get stuck, they're around to share advice and give any sort of customer support you might need. So it's really, I think it's a cool business.
It's time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today.
Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/2sandy. Go to shopify.com/2sandy.
That's shopify.com/2sandy.
Mari sent this in. It is, I'm getting into your territory, which is why I'm starting to sound distressed. This is a review of a story called Mated to the Monster.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By Sarah Spade, international best-selling author. But not according to this reviewer on Goodreads. Uh-oh. 1 star. WTF. Who the fuck writes a fucking monster romance and leaves out the fucking smut? What? Bitch, I'm not reading a monster romance for the love story. I'm here for the sex, and you did not give me the sex. I'm so mad. Mad emoji, mad emoji, mad emoji, mad emoji. Also, this main character was so annoying. What's holding me back? Nothing, bitch. Just get to it. There is nothing I hate more in monster or alien romances than when the main character has morals and is like, I can't have sex with a demon. Yes, you can. Stop fucking around and just get to it. Fuck this book.
Amen.
End of review.
Yeah.
Amen.
Like, slow burn is one thing. Might not be into it. But withholding all of the smut of it all, it's not like, is this Beauty and the Beast? Like, come on.
Is it?
No. What's it called? Mating with the monster?
Mated to the monster.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but you don't want it to be Disney-fied.
No, you don't want to feel comfortable reading it around other people or children or the public.
No, absolutely
not. That ruins
not.
The whole point.
Absolutely not. Next, I have a 5-star review of Mating with Malice.
Alexander.
This one at least provides a little more context, I think.
But thank God.
Thank God is right. This is what Biblio has to say. I hecking love Peeps, okay? So when I saw the pre-order for this, I was sold. I even saved it for Peep season so I could eat those sugary little bunnies while savoring this read. It did not disappoint. Confectionery cock, marshmallow fluff spunk. Yes, please. Gimme. Fun, short, hot holiday read. If you don't like Peeps, you'll love them when you read this. End of review. They also, on Goodreads, they also shelved it on their own shelves. Mm-hmm. One is red. One is Easter reads.
No.
And the third is flavored cum.
Imagine going onto Goodreads.
Yeah.
Thinking the tulips are in bloom. God is good. What could I possibly read to really serve and praise him today? And, Easter reads. That's how the devil works.
Yeah. Or what if she's like, flavored cum?
She's like,
which has like 20 books in it.
How should I glorify God today? Flavored cum. Okay, and if that's, I told you the circle. Remember what I said about the circle? Mm-hmm.
Look, you know what's flavored cum is right there, and then right close by is Body of Christ. So I'm just saying.
Alexander.
That's true.
That was extremely poetic.
Yeah.
You just discussed flavored cum as an option, and I don't really know where else to go from there, so please forgive me.
I think you should just go ahead with your next review, probably.
This is a sexy smut book called A Soul to Heal by Opal Rain, (monster fucking). Eden, she, her, sent this in and lovingly signed it, "Stay wet." That's good.
Nice.
5 stars by Angel. Anyone who's read A Soul to Keep knows this book is about to be the titties. But this book is so much tittier to me.
Oh.
Dolores, she's a hot piece of all the right junk in all the right places. This bitch is straight thrown off into the veil, y'all, like yeeted off the hoe because she caught her man diddling a cuntosaurus and busted a cat.
Huh?
Sorry.
Excuse me?
I think I just lost a few years of off my life. I'm so with it. Like, I'd be wearing orange and kiss my prison pocket goodbye, no cap. So the village is like, oh, fam, we're not done with the trifling. And bam, Kobe her all into the void, like bam, bam emoji. She lands all up on him off Gabone Daddy. He gets knocked the fuck out and wakes up like, oh shit, homegirl done fell. What do I do? Eat her? No. I'm gonna heal her up and make her my old lady for life. Are you following so far?
There's a lot of yeeting. There's some Kobe
into
some like portals or something.
Kobe all into the void, like bam, bam.
The
emoji.
void, okay. Yeah.
Eat her? No. I'm gonna heal her up, make her my old lady for life. She wakes up and he nurses her back to health. And then that snake from Harry Potter tries to eat her ass, and not in the good way.
Oh.
Fast forward a bit, we vibing. I will not be providing any spoilers on the Smexy Smex times, but my dudes, the cup do runneth over.
Oh, dear.
This dude treats her like she's the most loveliest thing in creation, but her Whisker Biscuit, he does kind of dirty.
Whisker Biscuit. Man, I need to I need a glossary.
And I liked it. It's called A Soul to Heal, but let's be real. The big, curvy, voluptuous babe snatched his soul right out of his custard can.
No.
I hate myself. He is the biggest himbo I've read, but like full-ass Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in the bedroom. It's so primal. He acts like he's Tarzan and she's Jane, and y'all, that vine be swinging, if you know what I mean. Real talk, Opal Rain. I want to hump your brain. End of review.
Wow. Okay. Hump the brain. At least recognizes the brains and the intelligence or the thoughtfulness maybe of this person.
Yeah.
And not just the physical.
Yeah. Women supporting women.
Amen.
I want to hump that brain.
That's what that review
that
makes
translates
me think.
Directly.
Yeah. Women supporting women.
You know, when
sure.
they have those billboards, it's like compassion, pass it on.
Mm-hmm.
Virtues. And you're like, what is this? Like
mm-hmm.
church?
Yeah.
On the highway?
Yeah. They should just put this review on billboards.
Like women supporting women,
yeah.
pass it on.
Yeah. Pass it on. And it's just, or it's a link or something. Go to this. And it's
flavored
literally just that review.
Best flavored.
All the flavored gums one. Wow. That was something.
I'm so...
My brain is kind of like, okay, I gotta chill. Like, I'd say I'm processing it, but I'm trying not to process it.
There should be a word in German or Japanese for that. To like how to try not to process something.
Compartmentalize maybe is the most similar.
I actually think it's called suppression.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a real English word.
True. That is an English word, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Blue, her, sent in a review of the book Unhinged and says, I hear the audiobook version has sound effects.
No.
So Blue said, Unhinged is a paranormal romance story that involves a human woman getting it on with her front door.
Oh.
So
that's actually what I guessed.
Unhinged.
I thought must be either Tim Allen.
Oh, okay. Huh?
Don't.
Huh?
Don't.
That's pretty good.
Stop.
Kind of like Scooby-Doo.
And then I thought Doors, and it was Doors.
Okay, yeah. Here's a 1-star review written by Thomas. Doors should be slammed, not banged. I read this with a friend as a joke, and am a worse person for it. The sky is less blue, the birds no longer sing, and I recoil at the mere sight of a doorknob. God has forsaken us, and devils roam the earth disguised as this book. P.S. The author definitely did it with a door, probably more than once. End of review.
I mean, I imagine that'd be part of the research process. How could you write a book about fucking a ghost door if you don't try some ghost door dick? I've always said that.
Yeah, you have actually, and I don't like it.
Here's the thing. I don't either. Okay.
This is a nice quick one, and I have another one after this. But this one's from Ashley, her, who sent in a review of Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Alexander.
Which I'm not sure if we've talked about it, but I am familiar with the series.
like, I know it's not Sister Amy's milk, but it really kind of rings true to that whole reference that we still don't really remember.
Yeah.
So
that was a Sister Amy like a nun. So definitely
it was like
smutty, really.
Completely unrelated, but it feels weirdly adjacent as far as the inside jokes on this show go.
So true.
Yeah.
You're thinking of milking. Makes sense.
Okay.
Violet is a typical down on her luck millennial, mid-20s, overeducated and drowning in debt, on the verge of moving into her parents' basement, when a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in neighboring Cambric Creek. Morning Glory Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with the manly, meaty endowments to match.
Oh my God.
Hands-on work with minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn the opportunity into a reversal of fortune.
I just unfortunately had an extremely suppressed memory resurface of you telling me about this book. Talk about suppression.
Right. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specially request her for his sessions at the farm, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name-brand orange juice. And a one-sided crush on an out-of-her-league minotaur is not a part of her plan, unless her feelings aren't so one-sided after all. Here is a 1-star review.
Oh my God.
This book could kill a Victorian child. End of review.
Yeah, I believe that. Genuinely believe that. This podcast could probably kill a Victorian child, let alone that.
Fingers crossed.
Freaking book. Oh, Gio just came out of the shower. It was like, me?
That was me in a former life.
A Victorian child?
Well, I've got one more here. Is one I found. This is of Banging My Birthday Bear by Holly Wilde.
These are just people's weird dreams that they're okay.
Spending her 30th birthday with friends tucked up in the mountains is exactly what she wants. Who knows? but having a raw, passionate fling with a life-size teddy bear is exactly what she needs. It's Mia's dirty 30, and she is ready to have some fun. When her friends surprise her with a giant stuffed bear, complete with a lifelike anatomy, her special day turns into the stuff of dreams. And I do mean stuffed, which is exactly how she spends the night with her birthday surprise, stuffed to the brim and ready to explode. Are you ready to fall in love with the birthday bear?
No, I'm distressed. Alexander, is this in the flavored cum? You have to tell me. I can't.
Oh, it was. I think that's where I found it.
What?
I'm not even kidding. I think that's where I found it.
So this is Fatty Bear. Like I'm
Fatty Bear. Yes,
right,
yes.
I think
the
that's
CD-ROM
why
we played as children.
The CD,
but sex
ROM.
Yeah.
We found the CD underbelly of the CD-ROM called Fatty Bear. It's birthday surprise because this would be a birthday surprise indeed. And I'm distressed. I would say.
Well, Darlene, I read way too many books, wrote a review.
Okay.
4 stars. Mia has a tradition, and well, she fucked a teddy bear when drunk, and her friends gave her a huge one for her to have fun with. Honest, her friends were goals with not making fun of her with that kink. This is a short 49-page story, so I'm gonna keep it short. She fucks a huge teddy bear who comes to life. LOL, pure smut. End of review.
Oh, I mean, thank you. It's good insight because I did wonder, what do you mean her friends give her? Like, what is that about? What a weird friendship. But I get it. It's like the inside joke, and then it turns into this. Okay, thank you for your insight.
A large, sexy teddy bear with a penis.
What was her name? Dolores?
Mia?
Darlene. Darlene, thank you for that insight.
Yeah.
I weirdly needed to know.
I thought it was important. Yeah, no.
To get closure.
There is context instead of these people being like, here's a giant fuckable teddy bear.
Right.
It's like, haha, remember that time you fucked a teddy bear?
You dumb bitch.
Here, we're going to give you a giant one so you can fuck another teddy bear.
Yeah, remember how we traumatized you about that? Well, here you go.
Well, we're leaning into it now. I think this is very helpful, where they had a list of what types of smutty behavior exists in this book in case someone's looking for a certain thing.
That is
similar to that shelf of flavored cum.
I was going to say helpful, and then I thought, he's going to read these.
I'll read a couple.
Okay.
Praise kink, size difference, deep throating, cum play, hyperspermia, which was new to me. I'm not familiar with that one.
I mean, it kind of speaks for itself.
And multiple orgasms. So what's not to love, everybody?
That feels pretty tame.
Yeah, it did have heat level was 4 chili peppers.
Whoa.
So I don't know what that means. Oh, and I wanted to read this. I forgot.
They forgot flavored gum.
They did. This is a 0-star review by Marissa, who says this. The following is an actual real quote from this book. Spoiler tagging because it's not safe for work. Quote, I let him in, let him explore the open cave of my mouth, just like I gave him my cavernous pussy. End quote. And then said, I am so upset this is a sentence I read.
And then rewrote and passed on like a fucking virus.
Yes, it is. Oh boy. Apparently, the stuff exploded and went all over the room, according to a different review.
At least all over the room.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, in the description, it worried me when it said she was almost stuffed to bursting. And I was like, this could go in a really weird, bad way also.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm going to take it as a win. Was that your last one?
Oh, unfortunately, it was.
It can be so easy to put off getting new glasses. I've watched Blaze do it about a dozen times over our marriage. But when Zenni came through as a sponsor, I was like, oh, I've been meaning to get... Okay, well, hang on. But when Zenni came through as a sponsor, I was like, ooh, I've been meaning to get some new blue light lenses. And I've been wearing these almost every day.
I wear my sunglasses every day, even if I don't leave the house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's normal. You too can do that and be normal with Zenni. No, it's a very, very cool website. They have so many different frames and options and lens options, and they start so affordably that you can kind of build and customize whatever you're looking for. They have over 150,000 5-star reviews. I like also that you can try on the frames, which is awesome with the app. But then also they have like quite a few reviews on there already, and people post photos of themselves in the glasses, which is helpful.
Someone, I'm not kidding, went up to me and said, are those Zennies?
No.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
I was like, they sure are. And they complimented them,
That's
of course.
That's crazy, because my heart glasses, I've been getting like some comments on those, which are
some really good design. I actually really like their options.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now is the time. Go to zenni.com/podcast and use code podcast15 for 15% off your first order.
The styles do sell out, so don't sit on it. That's zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit.
That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages.
Maybe you're picking out your first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises.
Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life on your terms.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage matched, limited by state law.
Things are about to get even weirder and wilder. Well, maybe not that much wilder, but like pretty fucking weird.
Okay, good. As someone who was stuck in an elevator within the past year, I'm very curious what happened.
Your experience.
The fire department had to come.
It was pretty.
And let us out.
And you were in like a scary,
it was like a former like warehouse,
like an empty kind of like
car parts
type. Yeah, like it wasn't just like a
so sketchy
hotel or something.
And who knows the last time that elevator was serviced?
Yeah,
I like crazy.
Probably the day that
it was a freight elevator
stuck in it.
But yeah, and then not only that, the firemen. There were like probably like 12 firemen, and they were like in rows in this corridor where they let us out. But we were like halfway between floors, so when I got out, they literally held me and like I gracefully descended into the arms of a fireman.
I mean, maybe you should read one of these books.
I should write one. Don't say your husband's name and then elbow me.
Yes, I do.
Episode 2, right?
Blaze the fireman. Wait a minute, Alexander. Don't read that.
Yeah. No, I wasn't planning on it.
Don't.
Anyway, I'm curious how these will go is what I'm saying.
This all feels like it is the kind of experience and research that happens in your day-to-day life that could become a smut genre of your own. You know what I mean? It feels like you could draw on experiences like that if that were your thing.
Yeah,
but
enclosed in a small space, potentially with strangers.
Right.
Firemen coming to help you.
What I'm saying is like you're clearly getting creative here, and I want you to kind of maybe explore that on your own time, not with me.
It's when I'm glad that I have aphantasia and can't picture things in my head.
Super glad for that.
Like my intrusive thoughts would put some weird pictures up there.
Yeah. So this is from Danielle. This is not a review. All it says is, so she picked the stuck in elevator topic on the Patreon submission form and wrote, I have no links. The topic sounds terrifying. The topic just sounds terrifying. Yeah. So I'm like, thank you. And it probably does. But if you have a serious phobia, good luck.
I think they're already gone. I would hope.
This was sent in by Stacy. It's a 3-star review of a place called Waikiki Malia. And it is like it looks like a small boutique hotel or B&B style. This is a 1-star review by Vi. Don't be deceived. We decided to book this hotel via Costco Travel because the price is cheap. The rating at Costco Travel and the pictures in their website looked very friendly and decent. When we arrived at the place, we were very shocked, far from what we imagined. It had a foul smell, handprints on the walls, and was very dusty. The vacation then turned into a nightmare. On Wednesday night, we were stuck in elevator for an hour due to hotel's elevator malfunction. It's even worse than you think.
Oh.
The hotel staff then handed us a bill to repair their elevator. They said because it's our fault. How could that be? They're even threatening us that they will send the elevator's repairs bill to collection agency with our name on it. This is not the place I would recommend, and is not right to deceive customers just to get bookings with all the pictures they had, and is not safe for people who want to book in this hotel with unsafe, outdated, and lack of maintenance elevator. Here is a literal picture
of the bill?
Of the elevator company bill that then the hotel gave to room 17.
It literally says, oh my God, it says their room number.
And wouldn't you know it, it's a $1,600 bill. Because it's like the elevator, I guess, has to be reset and all this stuff. And apparently this has happened several times. So I guess now the management's like, well, you pay for it. Like, that's not how that works.
Insane.
That's not how that works.
Based on the manufacturer, that's a legitimate elevator.
No,
like,
exactly.
ThyssenKrupp.
They're not messing around here. $1,600 looks like a pretty standard service charge. And then it says here, reason being 911 trapped passenger stuck on 12th floor, advanced to 911 operator.
Not the 12th floor. That's scary.
And
it's a big fucking building too. I mean, like,
but remember they're room 1710. So yeah, they got stuck probably halfway.
Oh fuck. Yeah. True. I didn't even think of that. 17. Man, this is a big building to have a faulty elevator in. Like,
especially if it's your fucking fault, you idiot. How could you break the elevator at floor 12?
I'm like, how would
break it when you get to your floor?
How could it possibly be the person's fault? Like, I'm curious, unless it's like overweight, but like even then, the rating, it's like but
there's like no,
they're very conservative with that.
So I seem to be a rhyme or reason, except that the place was just like, here you go.
It does make me suspicious that they didn't include why the place said how they said they broke it, because I assume they had some. Not that it's legit, but like I assume they would have said something. Like you broke it. Here's the bill.
I don't know. Maybe it has really not super good reviews, so I'm not sure. And
they did provide some details at the beginning that I'm like, this place does not seem.
It just, yeah, okay. Here's a message from Brad. X-Teen and Zandy, it's been a minute. Had to throw in some elevator reviews after I saw the challenge. Funny enough, I used to be in the business of selling elevators.
Whoa.
Money was great, but man, was business just so up and down. He pisses me off.
I don't know why I thought it got me. I was like, oh really? What an interesting life you lead.
I just hate you, Brad. Stay sandy, he says. This is a review of the premiere in London Canary Wharf West Ferry Hotel. Nightmare stay. Where do I start? I'll start with positives because there are so few. Location was convenient. That's it. Our experience. We self-checked in and went to our room. It was dark and dingy and facing a construction site. I showered and actually slipped in the shower as there was no mat available. Rooms aren't cleaned unless you ask. Towels aren't replaced, and you need to ask at reception. I appreciate this is a budget hotel, but we did not pay a budget price. After I showered, I entered the lift, which had 6 others inside. Within seconds, we heard a loud crash.
No.
The lift was broken and flashed out of order. It was extremely hot inside the lift, and many began to panic. We sounded the alarm, and no one responded for over 15 minutes of us sounding alarm and shouting. We contacted someone through the lift system who didn't know our location. I'm like, what do you mean?
Where's like central command for all these elevator emergency buttons? Like, is there someone who's just sitting in the middle
Like
of
a call
London
center?
like, oh, an elevator. Well, I don't know where you are, but good to know that an elevator is broken down somewhere.
I put a tally on the wall. Like,
don't worry.
We don't know where you are. Well, we're not moving, so you can come find us, I think. Oh, this is excellent, Alexander. It just gets so good, okay? We contacted someone through the lift system who didn't know our location, and it was very difficult as they couldn't hear us and us them, so they didn't understand that we were trapped and in an emergency. They kept repeating, just use your room key and select a floor.
No.
Yes, they were not listening, that it was broken. No signal to call reception, Wi-Fi intermittent. Luckily, I received a small amount of Wi-Fi, enough to contact my fiance to come and alert staff.
They were separated?
Yes.
Oh.
It's good.
I mean, it works out, but like, that is for the best. But still, like, that's so, I didn't,
And now, they're separated. Just kidding.
I did a double take, like, wait, they are?
I mean, after this.
Imagine that's how it ends.
All bets are off. The heat was unbearable, and this was over 30 minutes at this stage. After a long period, another person in the lift's family member could be heard, along with mine, advocating for us to get out. Another while passed, and we were told we'd have to wait and wait. Lift engineers arrived, and as did the fire brigade. We were between floors, so the fire service were below and lift engineers above. We begged for the fire service to rescue us as we were dripping in sweat with the heat. The lift engineers argued with the fire service and said they were both going to fix the lift. They then closed the doors and we did not see them again.
No.
It's not funny. It's like...
That's crazy.
It's just like horrifying. Okay. Next, the lights went out and an emergency light came on. We were terrified. We eventually begged them to open the doors so we could get some air and begged for some water. They arrived back sometime later with 3 small glasses of tap water for 7 people.
What?
This is how you and I used to play jail when we were 3. And we'd be like, stand behind this like serving tray thing at the restaurant and I'll give you like a sip of water. That's all you get. Yeah. Jail.
And plain bread.
No reassurance from anyone other than our family members as staff were arguing and actually shouted at us for the fire brigade being called, although it was done automatically via the alarm system within their lift. Oh my
God, they didn't even, oh dear God.
Yeah. The manager proceeded to shout at the lift engineers, and the whole time we heard shouting from outside the lift. The manager even threatened our family members would be kicked out of the hotel, and the manager also, when the door was open, took pictures of us in the lift without our consent. She then denied it, yet family members saw it on her phone, and then she deleted them. What's happening?
She's sending it to a group chat, like, LOL, look at these idiots.
It's just her Snapchat, like, sorry I deleted it, it's gone.
Oh, it's Be Real time.
Oh yeah, this might be real, don't worry. Bear in mind, most of us were going to gigs, and now we were late.
Oh.
What does that mean?
A majority of these 7 people were going to gigs?
Were you all...
Were they performers? I mean, I guess they're traveling for something.
In a vaudeville troupe? Came your way out.
That'd be hilarious. Just imagine, like, the 6 of them are, and the 7th person has to hear them, like, practice in the elevator because they don't know what else to do.
They're like, sound the alarm, sound the alarm. Give us some water. After 1.5 hours, the engineers realized they couldn't fix the lift, and we begged for a step ladder to get us out, something the fire service could have helped with a long time ago. The manager sent for someone to look for one and stood there unbothered at how distressed we all were. We waited and waited, and no step came, so a family member found a stool from the bar, and that's how we got out, with help of our family and the lift engineers' help too. If it wasn't for our family members, I dread to think what would have been. Family members also sourced us bottles of water, as staff didn't. Once we got out, we were all traumatized and very upset, and the manager didn't apologize, simply took our room numbers and said our stay would be complimentary. Staff member was still wandering around looking for a stepladder at this stage.
An hour later, got one. Hey, where'd everyone go?
He goes back to the elevator. Oh my God. I thought the nightmare was over.
Huh?
But sadly, it wasn't. Turns out we received a letter to our room saying we would have to call to request a refund and that they knew about the incident. Oh, and of course, they weren't open weekends, only Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I waited for 30 minutes on the Monday to even get through to them, for them to tell me they had not heard anything about this incident and they had not been told. I had to relive it all again by explaining everything. They called the hotel and eventually authorized the refund, which would take days. When we approached the manager and asked why they didn't tell anyone about the incident, when the letter said they did, she repeated, "I've sorted it, darling. I've sorted it, darling."
Oh, no.
I have never experienced incompetence, lack of customer service, or care for individuals in my life. It was alarming they seemingly had no evacuation plan or weren't alarmed when we sounded the alarm in the lift. You're asking a lot to remember that they have to be alarmed about the alarm that you're sounding.
A lot of alarming.
It's a lot of alarming to keep track of.
An alarming situation that, yeah.
It's alarming all around.
It is.
Absolute disaster. I am leaving this day terrified of lifts and as a newfound claustrophobic. Hours of my life, maybe they get a kickback from the Claustrophobic Society of America.
Oh, yeah.
The CSA.
Bunch of therapists nearby who specialize in claustrophobia who are lining the pockets of this manager.
Man.
It was like, ooh, I don't know what to do.
Oops.
Just taking my time.
I'm still looking for a stool.
Yeah. Just hides one behind like a tree.
Oh my God, we don't
have one of those.
We don't have that. Hours of my life I won't get back between the lift and having to call to beg for a refund we were promised. I believe they made this process as difficult as possible, hoping people would simply forget about it. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of that review.
Wow.
Thank you so much to Honeylove for sponsoring today's episode. I was really ready just now to do a full reveal, but I think I'll just do an audio reveal instead. Ready?
Oh, dear God. That scared me, and I'm sitting next to you.
Well, that should scare you.
I'm averting my eyes, though.
Yeah.
That's
well,
for sure.
No, don't worry. I won't reveal anything. Honeylove is an independent, female-founded brand, and their products are intelligently designed by women who actually wear them, including the founder, Betsy, love Betsy, who is highly involved in the development of each product. And I've found that that is a huge deal, especially when it comes to products worn primarily by that audience. It's nice to know that somebody actually tests and tries them out, makes sure they're comfortable.
Yeah, and one thing that I've always thought is a great bra is the foundation for any great outfit.
Yeah, you do say that all the time. Yep. And I kind of hate that you're saying this because it is true, and I do believe it.
And if go with Honeylove, you're going to elevate your style.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's weird that you've always said that too. Since you were 3 or something.
A long time.
Since Betsy even existed.
Yeah, you're so right.
Anyway, treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. For a limited time, Honeylove is offering up to 50% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale. Use our exclusive link to shop at honeylove.com/beach2sandy.
That's honeylove.com/beach2sandy. After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them, so please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honeylove.
All right, so now this is where I say I'm so sorry to read this to you.
This is our smut episode, and this is when you say sorry for something? Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I've read it before.
Okay.
But it was resent. Corinne sent this. She said, I sent this in years ago, but I needed to be sent again. And I read it and I thought, this sounds familiar. I'm not sure if last time, did we ever do this?
At this point, I don't even care. It's fun to redo things.
I just unfortunately need you to know that it's
an essay. No, a novel.
It's a manifesto.
Oh, no.
Frankly. And
that's just what we need.
I know. It's really the last thing we need. And also, I want to add, I'll be honest, it's a bit triggering. I was like, this person is really putting a lot on this child that she speaks of.
What?
Yeah.
What did this child do?
Nothing. You'll see. It's just very, I will be laughing throughout it because it's absurd, but also, it's a tough read. Okay, here we go. Elevator unsafe, employee negligence. This is a review of the Dunaway Portland, a Hilton hotel. Hello. Sunday, May 16th at 3 p.m. My family of 4 and I returned back to the Dunaway Hotel and went up to our room, 1862, on the 18th floor so we could pack up our things and change into our swimsuits in order to make the 4 p.m. pool reservation we had before we ended our stay. It was our daughter Ruby's 7th birthday. and the pool reservation was made specifically to ensure she got this pre-planned 45-minute time-slotted treat for her special day. When we got to our room and tried to enter, the key card no longer worked. We figured there was probably a miscommunication about checkout time, so I said I would just go back down real quick and get a working room key card. I want you to remember that. Because to me, this is what this all hinges on, is this working room card. Okay. I went back to our floor's elevator area and got into the first elevator that opened, which was the far left of the 3 available. I pressed the first floor button and the doors closed shut like normal. I waited for the elevator to begin moving down as it should, but it didn't move. Confused, I looked up at the floor number counter display and it still said floor number 18 and wasn't moving like it should have been. I stood there waiting for around 10 seconds, increasingly realizing there was something wrong going on and trying not to panic. All of a sudden, the elevator goes completely pitch black and I am in total darkness. I could not even see the elevator buttons themselves, let alone identify what any of them said. There was no light. The doors remained shut. I was trapped inside the elevator. I started yelling, "Hello!" It's not funny. I started yelling, "Hello, help," over and over loudly since I knew my family was right down the hall and probably could hear me if I yelled loud enough. They came over once they heard me and said, "I am trapped in here. What is happening?" My husband, Jason, started pushing the elevator buttons to see if it would work to open the elevator. Luckily, it worked, and it opened the door to let me out. It made no sense what had just happened. I've never experienced an elevator malfunction in my life. And since my husband was right there to help me, I didn't really have time to dwell on what I would have done had he not been there. I still needed to get a working room key, so I said, I guess I'm going to have to take the stairs down and get it that way. I had no idea how long it might take someone to bring one up, so that was the only choice. I feel like that's not true, but okay. Once I got to the stairwell, I started to go down the 18 floors as fast as I safely could, knowing our time constraints with the pool reservation and how important it was to our daughter. It was hot, and when I finished the 18 flights of stairs, I was overheated and panting. I finally got to the front desk, and I explained to the woman employee, she was the only staff present, why I was out of breath and sweating, telling her I had just taken the stairs all the way down from the 18th floor. She was probably like, congratulations.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, we have an elevator. Sorry.
4.
I told her, 3. I told her that was because the elevator on my floor had malfunctioned with me inside it and that it was really scary, but that my husband Jason, who was nearby, had heard me and pushed the button, and that worked to get me out. I explained the details of what happened inside the elevator as best I could, and she said she was sorry and asked if I wanted a water. To be fair, that's more than the other people did.
True.
She said the other elevators were working fine, as far as she knew, and she would tell someone what happened with mine. I explained our room key was not working, which is why I had to come down to begin with, and that my family was now waiting for me. She gave me a new room key and assured me that the elevators were fine, so I went ahead and took the middle elevator in the lobby back up to the 18th floor without a problem. Okay, so now the room key is working, I guess. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Life is good.
When back in the room all together, we talked about the elevator doing what it did and how strange it was, and how we didn't know why that would happen so randomly when we had been using it for the 2 days that we were there. As we were getting ready to head out of the room, my daughter Ruby told us she did not want to take the elevator at all anymore. She was scared because it had trapped me. I understood her feeling worried, but I assured her it would be okay and that it was not going to happen again.
Oh, no.
But she was still really fearful. I do fear you said that same thing last time. I'm starting to have flashbacks.
I don't remember this, so.
Maybe it's just all in my head. She was still really fearful and hesitant. I told her we were on the 18th floor and I was too tired to do another 18 flights of stairs after already doing one round less than an hour ago. I said I told the front what happened and they have checked on it and wouldn't let people keep riding that elevator. It was her birthday and she was going to be okay. We were going to do what she wanted to do, go to the pool. Jason and our son Ryder left the room about 10 minutes ahead of when Ruby and I did so they could take our bags to the parking garage and meet us on the 11th floor at the pool. Ruby and I needed to go down to the lobby to get the pool key. When we got to the elevator area and pressed the button, the only elevator that would open was the far left one that had messed up on me earlier. We were not going to take that elevator no matter what, because that would have been traumatic for my child since she had already seen what it did to me and she refused to go in it. So when it opened, we waited for the door to close, then pressed the button again. Each time, the far left was the only one that would open.
Well, yeah, because it's already there. It's not gonna...
That scared my daughter more and made me concerned as well. Now, I am not familiar with how elevator systems work in detail. Like, it's making
you don't
me crazy.
have to be.
You are traumatizing this child. Like, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Okay. That scared my daughter more and made me concerned as well. I'm not familiar with how elevator systems work in detail and wouldn't know for sure whether or not that was normal, but I do know for sure they shouldn't trap you inside. And that specific one had already done exactly that. So I said, okay, we have no other choice. We have to take the stairs. It was now 4 p.m. This was supposed to be the best part of her day. But because of the hotel's malfunctioning elevator, she was fearful and sad instead as we headed there. We took the stairs down the 18 flights. I had now done 36 flights of stairs within an hour time span inside a hot stairwell on an 80-degree day where I had already been active in the heat for many hours prior. This was supposed to be the relaxing part of my daughter's birthday, but instead it was physically exhausting and had us questioning our safety. This is an experience I've never encountered in all the times I've ever vacationed.
I mean, that would have been wild.
Yeah, true.
If you're like, man, every time I vacation,
Well, but it's like a normal thing that the elevator just opens.
Well, that part is normal. The elevator suddenly going pitch black and locking you in.
My guess is she didn't press anything because when you do that, the elevator does go back to neutral. Like it doesn't.
It does not turn off the lights. I have been in so many elevators where I didn't have a key card and I was whatever. That's when the doors close, you're not just standing there in the dark.
That's true.
Something's wrong.
Okay, you're right. And that actually makes it way worse because, a spoiler alert, it's going to happen again. It's not funny, but it's so bad. Like, and now when you explain it like that, and it makes me less.
Yeah, the shit that we read about people's problems and how things go wrong for them, you don't have to.
Okay, all right.
You're going to laugh anyway. Might as well just laugh.
You're right.
Do I have to bring up those monks again? Those beheaded monks that you laughed so hard at. And I'm like, I just read your review. Never mind.
We finally got to the end of the stairs and entered the lobby, and the same woman before is at the front. I tell her the malfunctioning far left elevator is the only one that will open for us, which is the one that trapped me earlier. And since there has been no communication in my room letting me know that elevator is fixed, I had to take the stairs so my daughter and I felt safe. She says, okay, she's going to tell someone to check it out. I am completely covered in sweat and dehydrated. I'm nearing a point of becoming delirious when all I'm trying to do is get my daughter to the pool on her birthday, and now she is completely scared of the elevator and does not want to take it, but I physically cannot do another 11 flights of stairs back up to the floor where the pool is without feeling like I am going to pass out. We have already started to cut into her 45 minutes at this point, so she gives us a pool key and assures me the other elevators are fine. Knowing that my husband and son didn't have an issue, I would have heard from them by now if that was the case. You would have heard, hello? Help! I tell Ruby we need to do this to get to the pool, even though she doesn't want to. I'm coaxing Ruby the entire time we walk over to the lobby elevators, reminding her the front desk woman said it's fine. We can trust her. She does not want to get in, and I hate to see her so reluctant to trust in the safety of an elevator because she enjoyed the experience of using an elevator prior to her witnessing what happened to me just 1 hour ago. We go over to the lobby elevators, and I press the button. The elevator on the far left opens, and Ruby will not get on it.
Okay, that is pretty crazy. It was all the way at the top.
I know.
Like 18th floor. They're like downstairs, and they're like,
weird.
Let's try this. It's definitely going to be one of the other two. Now, I would be questioning my understanding of how elevators work at this point.
They are, apparently.
At this point, I'd be like, wait a second.
Hang on.
Something's up, or I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well,
just wait, because I do want to know if anyone has an explanation here, okay? I asked the front desk woman if she could come over to the elevators and just check that everything looks good so my daughter feels safe enough to get on one that is not the far left choice. She comes over and presses the button and says things look good, and the middle one opens. Oh, so the middle one opens.
Oh, now the middle one opens. Huh.
And we get inside of it with my daughter almost in tears. I really believed there was no way it would happen again.
Oh, no.
Can't make this shit up. I really believed there was no way it would happen again, or I never, ever would have put her on that elevator. I promised her she is safe, reminds her she's about to get to play in the pool, finally, for her B-day. I press the 11th floor button, and the door closes shut. But this is where I wonder if she ever swiped her key.
I haven't heard what happens.
I know.
Just read the review and then
I press the 11th floor button and the door closes shut. We stand there silently, waiting for the elevator to start moving and the floor numbers to change. We stand there in silence for the longest moments of my life, as they do not change as they should. Realization sinking in that it's happening again. It's happening again. And she just said it wouldn't happen. That must mean there is something very wrong. That means we are now potentially in a lot of danger now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No wonder this kid's panicking.
Yes.
You're standing next to her.
Otherwise, why would they be telling a woman who has just had this frightening experience happen to her that it won't happen again? Why would they tell a frightened child to get on board if there was a question of whether what had happened earlier had been problem solved? Why would they allow us to assume that risk again when our emotional distress was at stake? This is how they treat their guests? They have no interest in making safety a priority? Is this even real? The number continues to not change. And then the elevator goes pitch black. Just like before. This is the moment I keep replaying over and over in my mind. It's almost too much for me to bear when I think of the pressure inside my heart.
Jesus
I
Christ.
know! It's like really fucking intense.
I mean, it's an annoying inconvenience.
Like the elevator hasn't moved. Not that I'm saying this isn't scary. I'm just saying like, I feel like there's maybe a responsibility to like be a little more regulated when something like this happens and you're in... Let's go on. It doesn't matter.
You're on the ground floor too. I think.
Yeah,
Assume lobby, but
yes,
what
they
do I
are on
know?
the lobby. Okay. It's almost too much for me to bear when I think of the pressure inside my heart, body, and mind in that moment as I fully absorb that what I just promised my daughter would not happen is happening. It's something that is terrifying to her on its own. Okay, but like as of like now, this isn't like this just manifested.
Yeah, this daughter was a huge fan of elevators.
She loved the stuff.
Yeah.
It was her favorite. It's something that's terrifying to her on its own, but also especially to me this moment, because now I realize what happened earlier was not just a one-time thing that I can brush off as a lucky escape from a freak occurrence. The level that our fear reached right then was trauma. We had paid almost $300 to stay one night at this hotel, and the experience we were going to walk away with was going to be this one. On my daughter's 7th birthday, when that light went out and complete darkness hit us, we both let out screams that were... Alexander, like,
imagine you're the front desk person just walking back and it's been like 20 seconds and you're
like, I'm glad I gave that girl a water bottle on her birthday. And then fucking screaming. When that light went out and complete darkness hit us, we both let out screams that were made of complete and utter panic, so deafening that I still hear them in my mind and wince from the pain.
That's as if no one screamed but you. I mean, you two. Like, you're not, it's not like this elevator's screeching at you. It's like, then maybe you shouldn't have screamed that loud.
I know. At least you're not in there with a fucking vaudeville group like some of us.
So true.
I had no idea what was going to happen next. I had no idea if the elevator moved. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to minimize the trauma. It's just so fucking, like, Jesus. Holy shit. I had no idea if the elevator had moved or hadn't moved, if anyone could hear our screams or not hear them. The darkness and the panic had taken normal senses away. But I did have my phone, so I called my husband.
Oh my God.
And my 14-year-old son, Ryder, answered. I could barely speak. He's like, Mom again. She's having another neurotic breakdown. I can barely speak, but he does understand what is happening. Because they had been waiting for us on the 11th floor to get there, and then they heard my screams. So they are hitting the buttons.
They heard them from the 11th floor. Yes! And I love it. She's like, I don't know if anyone heard me. Trust me, everyone in the 10 floors between you and up there fucking heard you, it seems. Holy shit. They heard from that high. Yeah, no wonder your ears are still ringing. That's crazy. Like had a fucking air horn or something.
To like, okay, oh my God, here we go. I could barely speak, but he understands what's happening because they'd been waiting for us on the 11th floor to get there, and they heard my screams. So they began hitting the buttons on the outside again, like before, hoping this worked like it had. But they had no idea because this time we were on the 1st floor and they're on the 11th, so they don't even know if we have or will come up to them, since the last time the elevator didn't actually move anywhere. It just stayed on the same floor where he already was. They had their own panicked experience at that moment that will stay with them forever.
No, it won't.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Ascribing trauma to other people is not cool.
No, it won't.
Okay? Like, it's not
now,
cool.
like, this is sounding familiar now that it's like, yeah, the way they're talking about the trauma.
Like, everyone's traumatized.
like,
most of all me, but everyone else too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's let them decide that, okay? Hearing me and my daughter screaming and not knowing whether they could help, but trying to do whatever they could in those moments. Okay.
I can't.
Thank God their pushing the 11th floor button did work. Our elevator arrived at the 11th floor somehow and opened. The numbers never changed. The lights never came on. And we had no idea if we were moving until all of a sudden the doors open. And I imagine they're in fetal position on the floor. Or at least the mom is.
The mom's in the this corner, like, peeing. Like, I didn't know how long it would take. It's like,
she's like, I've already
2 minutes later.
Torn her clothes off like Michael Scott in the woods or whatever. The numbers never changed. The lights never came on. All of a sudden, we were just there with them on floor 11. My daughter was shaking and cold as we left the elevator. I'm so emotionally and physically drained. All I can do is hug my daughter, tell her how sorry I am. I'm so utterly full of rage inside at the hotel and the front desk for doing this to us. I can't speak. So I asked Jason to call the front desk and tell them what happened. I literally can't believe it. I can't find the words to express how angry I am in that moment. I would have assumed they heard our screaming. I have no idea how they couldn't have heard them. Jason calls to tell her it has happened again and that we are out now because he pushed the 11th floor button that somehow worked to get us up there. It makes no sense why the elevator would do this, and it makes even less sense why they wouldn't know about this malfunction and have it fixed immediately. That is what really upsets me. How can a hotel not know how to properly diagnose a malfunctioning elevator the first time something like this happened? Well, I can assure you, it seems no building can do this because it feels like the elevators have very bizarre, strict, like...
It's its own shit,
thing. I don't know. How is that an acceptable way to operate a business whose sole purpose is to provide comfort and hospitality? We go over to the pool and try to make the best use of what time we have left in the water with just us four as a family. The one thing...
Sorry, who else would be this?
I know, with just us four.
Sort of like not the elevator ghost or something? Like,
the darkness.
What did you escape from?
The screams from inside your head. The one thing she really wanted to do for her B-Day weekend. Now she's despondent. She takes a while to even want to get in the pool and has lost the desire to play.
Jesus Christ.
We left.
Hopefully not in general. Like, it sounds like
it's so...
It's like I became an adult that day.
Right.
When the elevator lights went out.
Like, I lost my innocence. Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
We left via the stairs, of course. So my final stairs count was 47 flights in 2 hours.
That's a lot.
To be fair, it was all down. Well, no, that one wasn't down.
Yeah.
Or was it?
They walked. Wait, what did they do? Yeah, was it all down?
It was all down. And not that I'm still knocking it. I'm just saying
it's still a lot.
It's different.
Yeah.
My daughter told me she will never ride an elevator again, and I told her I feel the same. The thought of getting into an elevator now creates a feeling of helpless anger in me that I will need to work through to get past over time. She told me later that evening when we got home, she thought she had gone blind when the lights went out. She said she thought her eyes were gone and that she would never see anything or anyone ever again. I'm like,
how old is this child?
7.
Like,
but like, why is your mother screaming?
Exactly. It's like,
it's giving me...
I don't think a 7-year-old would be that panicked if it weren't for the panic that your parent is showing so outwardly and so excessively. At least it sounds like to me. Why?
Yeah. She told me later that evening she thought her eyes were gone and she would never see anything or anyone ever again. She was sick and anxious all evening and into the night. She said Portland is a bad place. This is now entrained in her memory because of a careless hotel who did not place value in her safety on the most basic level. And that is a horrendously cruel way to operate a business. I shudder to think of what else may go on there if they're willing to put their guests in danger like this.
This is a slippery slope here.
Do you see? Like, it just is like...
What's in their basement? Who are they holding hostage down there?
What's between floor 1 and 11 that no one's allowed to see? They did not offer us an apology or compensation whatsoever. I have only received a generic email thanking us for being guests. I popped a blood vessel in my right eye yesterday afternoon while working on this email. I've never had a blood vessel burst in my eye before.
Jesus.
Sitting down and reliving this experience word by word has been damaging to my anxiety and stress level. You don't say. I have been caught up in the need to write this experience down so I can sort out my feelings in print. This is helping me feel more situated and calm with how I will proceed from here. I will be seeing a doctor about my eye. It is a large
psychiatrist.
burst.
I don't mean that as like
exactly.
a negative comment of a slight.
No.
Yeah. It's like maybe look into that other stuff.
Maybe some coping, like stress coping. This is helping me feel more situated. I will see a doctor about my eye. It is a large burst that is unpleasant to look at, which is embarrassing and also scary for me to see on myself as a result of all my stress. I mean, it's like, whoa, what are you doing?
In the mirror,
yes,
it sounds like any moment it's just like
on this, spinning on this. I work in a school office setting where I interact with people all day. So now I have to live with people seeing my bloody eye when I interact with them, and it is a constant and painful reminder of what I went through with my daughter. I wasn't able to get anything done yesterday at home, which was my day off, because I was so upset I couldn't sleep, and I can't stop thinking about my daughter and how scared we were and how angry I am for letting that front desk person lie to us and tell us to get on an elevator, which is a huge risk, while also coping with the fact that Ruby may now have a full-on phobia of elevators that could never go away for her, which makes me so angry. I have stayed home from work today too, due to my eye bothering me and needing to rest it, and I have extremely sore calves and feet from all the flights of stairs I had to take. I have not sat and worked on this email for most of the last 2 days because this is fun for me or because I in any way want to be doing this. I have sat here and diligently retold the whole story of what happened to us at the hotel in Portland, Oregon on May 16th because it is not acceptable to treat your guests this way. Blah, blah, blah. Unsuspecting victims, spread awareness to the hotel guest market, legal professionals.
Wow.
What happened to us deserves attention. Okay, blah, blah. What happened to us? I will never leave me. And it was a sudden hotel that was you're doing ultimately your responsibility to correct. End of review.
Wow, what a journey. And for what?
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that was Jesus.
Imagine all the physical scars that remained, the sore calves, the popped blood vessel.
That will apparently stick with all of them for life.
It's stressful to me. Like, this is the kind of person where I'm like, well, someday I hope they come across my good old friend Michael Singer's book. Because it's like, if you can't handle this, it's going to be so hard to handle.
Yeah. We talk, at least not on the podcast, but we talk together about how we didn't learn how to regulate our emotions. No. And that's such a, I'm sure common thing, but as children, we didn't learn how to do that.
We didn't know that. Years we didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
No, it was not even a which for most, I think many of us.
Many of you can probably relate to that.
But yes, it is distressing to see people screaming bloody murder in the elevator.
Imagine there was someone else with them.
Yeah.
Like, I would panic because I'd be like, oh my God, what is happening to lead to this?
A heart attack?
Screaming.
Right, yeah. And for the poor girl, like thinking like, what's happening?
And thinking this is an appropriate response to something like this. And especially when there's cell service.
Yeah.
And the front desk is right there. And I think you do have a point about something that, like, not saying it's necessarily user error, but yeah, that is strange that it didn't happen to the husband and the son.
Yeah.
They somehow had a very normal, and apparently other guests, same thing.
It's just that it happened on 2 elevators. I mean, I don't know.
From 2 different floors.
Yeah. It's weird. I really still, is there ever an elevator that when it's in neutral, the lights will turn off?
Maybe. Now I'm thinking there might be.
Because when she mentions, our hotel key was expired and I couldn't, and the lights went out, but they opened when he pressed the floor.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm like, I feel like it was that, but I don't want to like diminish this person's like serious
and blame them for something that we don't really know whose fault it is.
Totally.
But after hearing all that, I'm not exactly on their side because I think that the way they reacted was not appropriate.
I think I would recommend what
situation.
you said, which is like maybe go see a professional.
Talk to a professional about this because holy shit. What a response.
And to have like so many days and hours of your life just wasted by this,
Yeah, by an inconvenience, which
it sucks.
Inconveniences can be scary sometimes, but it doesn't sound like it lasted that long.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even say they were late for their pool thing. Like, I don't think. They didn't even mention anything.
It cut into the time.
Oh, it did cut? They said that? Okay.
And then she never wanted to have fun again, so.
Oh, true. We'll never play again. We'll never ride an elevator again. The husband and the son, just hearing those screams.
She loved elevators.
She loved them so much.
Oh
my God, she was applying to all these jobs already.
Oh my God, Brad was going to like take her on as an intern.
So true.
Yeah, but the business is so up and down. Actually, it kind of just stays put.
This one, yeah.
I feel sad. Oh, but then I will also say last thing, and this is not a review. This was also sent in, and oh shoot, I think it was Steph who sent it. It was just like I got stuck in an elevator today on a forum, and I just happened to notice that the top comment was by someone named Ruby.
Oh no.
And it literally just says, ugh, one of my irrational fears. And I was like, girl, what year was that? I should go back and do that.
I feel like the actual Ruby would not say it's irrational though.
But I'm saying like maybe she has a repressed memory.
True.
She's like, it's so weird.
Like,
I have this strange thing.
My ears start ringing whenever I think of elevators.
My mom appears in my mind's eye. And her eye is bloody. Yeah. Always popping blood
screeching
vessels.
in my ear.
Okay, thank you all for listening so much. This was a weird one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and it is hot in here, so we're going to hang up.
Not from the smut.
That cooled it down a few degrees, which was nice. Let's go.
Bye.
See you. Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet is produced and hosted by Zandy and Christine Schiefer.
The show is edited and mixed by Sarah Voorhees Wendell of VW Sound. Jesus. Yeah, I think Sarah knows to cut this out, I hope.
That's more for me. I'm directing myself.
Oh, got it.
Cut. Okay.
Yeah, so keep in that snapping bit. Okay.
Yes,
I like
but
that.
not the rest of that. I think
the breast of that?
All right, well, put that in. Okay.
At first, I didn't think it was real. I woke up to this blinding light, and I was transported to another place. Pluto TV. Then I heard a voice.
Come with me if you want to live.
There were thousands of movies and shows, and they were all free.
The truth is ours.
It's just so beautiful.
On Pluto TV, free streaming of Terminator 2, Fringe, Arrow, The 100, and The X-Files may cause excitement, loss of sleep, and sudden belief in extraterrestrials. No credit cards or alien encounters necessary. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.